When did the name Toto Wolff first come onto your radar?
Well, I barely remember like this December, so I don't really remember.
Same for me.
I would imagine it was when he was at Williams.
When he became a shareholder at Williams?
Shareholder at Williams, I noticed you around there, but I don't think we really, it was quite a distant relationship, I would say, in the beginning, and then it just got, drew us closer, and naturally, I think just in life, you realize, okay, what are my goals? I want to win. I've got to figure out what people I need around me to achieve that. And that's what Toto does. So we're like magnets. We just drew each other to each other because I needed Toto to do what he does with the team, and he needed me to do what I do in the car.
What's your earliest memory of Lewis Hamilton?
Much earlier, obviously, because I was involved in DTM at an earlier age, and I remember when I was involved in DTM that in 2000 it was your first year in Formula 3 with Manor. There was a test in Valencia, and I remember that people were saying that Lewis Hamilton was such a talent, and I stood in the garage of what today is ART, and that was the team to beat. And Lewis was in a team where it was very difficult, and you came strolling over to the garage and looking at the cars, and I thought, that's interesting, because you must have been very young.
Yeah.
And then I have a photo, I don't know how that happened, with my godson and my son, who were both 3 or 4 or 5 years old, sitting on Lewis's race car with him in the middle in Formula 3.
You got that home?
Somewhere, yeah. The boys are obviously very proud.
2004.
That was
2000. If I was in Manor.
No, that was the year then when he won. That was 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Okay.
The boys are very proud.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Did you ever fall out, have a fight, have a shouting match?
Often. Falling out, yeah, but shouting match, no. Falling out.
Yeah, we don't. I think it's only natural, is it? We have disagreements. I don't think we really had we've never had like a bust up or anything like that. We have disagreements, but we talk it out. But the thing is, I think we've just always been very transparent with each other. I think that's whether you like it or not, and I think that's been the why it's as healthy as it is, I think.
And how do you rejoin after a little bit of a fight? Is it like just never mentioned again, or does it sit and fester?
I think we're so similar. I think in our personalities. For me, I'll be like, I've got to go away for a couple of days, whatever, and I'll come back. And Toto's the same. It's like, I can't answer you right this second, I'll come back.
Yeah, because you have these agreements, and we had a discussion many years ago where I said I have often disagreements with Susie, but I'm not in any way doubting the relationship. I don't want a divorce. And I think we together on this journey with this joint objective, and I need Lewis, and the team needs Lewis, and Lewis needs the team, and that's why you don't need to discuss everything when emotions are high and everybody's tense, because then you're irrational, and he may be irrational, and then it will trigger an irrational behavior from me, which makes everything just worse. I think it's important to respect the distance a little bit and to let things cool down. And then we will put the finger in the wound and say, well, this is how I saw it, and the other would then say, well, no, I have a completely different perspective. And it takes a while until the waters calm down, but eventually we know that we are in this together, and for the benefit of all of us.
Communication really is so important though, because we're constantly both being interviewed. There'll be times that Toto's interviewed, I don't even know he's been interviewed, and vice versa. And sometimes, months down the line, they'll pick a single line or word and they'll twist it.
And those terrible TV people.
The pundits, I guess. And then you'll see something in the news and you'll be like, hold on a second. Yeah, Toto,
how can you say that?
How can you say that? He's like, I didn't say that. And so, and we've learned over time, because I think in the past perhaps we would see something and it would frustrate you, and rather than saying something about it, you dwell on it for multiple days. And then we bump into each other and we're like, no, that's actually not what's happened. Yeah. This is actually, and so we find that nowadays, as soon as there's a problem, we pick up the phone and we
sort it out
or
straight away.
We see each other, sort it out straight away, and it's.